Welcome to Lesson 24, which roughly covers pages 151 to 154 of the Automate the Boring Stuff with Python textbook. Now that you know the basic steps for creating and finding regular expression objects with Python, you're ready to try some of the more powerful pattern matching capabilities. Say you wanted to separate the area code from the rest of a phone number. The string we used for the regular expression pattern for a phone number was /d/d/d for the area code, followed by a dash, followed by the first 3 digits, followed by another dash, and then 4 more digits. So let's use this regular expression to find phone numbers. First, we're going to have to import the RE module. We'll have to create a regex object, which I'll store in this phonenum regex variable. So we create regex objects by calling compile, and then passing it that string of the regular expression pattern that we're looking for. And we use the method of that regular expression object called search to search a string for this pattern. So let's say the string was, my number is 415-555-4242. And this will return a match object. So we want to be sure to store that in a variable. And the match object has a group method which will return the entire pattern. But say we just wanted to get the area code or just the phone number part from this. We can do this using parentheses to mark out groups. So we can use a parenthesis here to mark these first 3 digits as the area code group, and then use parentheses here to mark out the rest of the phone number as a separate group also. So this also creates a regular expression object, and similarly we can just use the search method to return a match object. So I'm just going to copy and paste this, and when we call mo.group, it does the same thing as before, but now we also have these separate individual groups. This first one will be group 1 for the area code, so we can just pass an integer 1 to that group method, and then it'll return just that first part, just these first 3 digits, which were right here. Note that it doesn't need to actually match a literal parenthesis inside the text that we're looking at right here. And then the second group is the second set of parentheses right here, which are around the main phone number part without the area code. So we can just pass 2 to the group method to get that part. So this is really handy syntax to put things inside groups when you just need to grab just a specific part of something. So parentheses have a special meaning in regular expressions. They mark out where the group begins and ends. But if you actually wanted to find literal parentheses in your text, say if we had the string my number is, and then the area code had parentheses around it, we would want to find literally parentheses as part of the text in our pattern. In this case, you need to escape the opening and closing parenthesis characters with a backslash. So our regular expression string would look something like R, and then backslash open parenthesis, since we're literally looking for a parenthesis. This is not the start of a group, /d/d/d for 3 digits, and then a slash closing parenthesis, and then space /d/d/d for the first 3 digits, and then the last 4 digits. So now when we call the search method, oh, that actually won't find anything. But if we call the search method, it can actually look up and find actual literal parentheses that are in the text string that we're searching. The vertical bar key above the Enter key on your keyboard is called the pipe character. You can also use pipes to match one of several patterns as part of your regular expression. For example, say you wanted to match any of the strings Batman, Batmobile, Batcopter, or Bat-Bat. Since all of these strings start with bat, it would be nice if you could just specify that prefix once. This can be done with pipes. Let's create a new bat regex object by calling re.compile. This will be a raw string that we pass it. So the pattern that we're looking for is bat, followed by a bunch of possible suffixes. And so we'll put that in their own group right there. So we'll just type out all the possible suffixes that we're looking for, and we'll separate them with the pipe character. So it could be Batman, or Batmobile, or Copter, or Bat. So now we can search a bit of text using this regular expression object and call its search method. Say we'll search the string Batmobile lost a wheel. And you can see it's successfully found the word Batmobile because that is one of the patterns that it's looking for. You know, if we were searching for something like Bat motorcycle, that wouldn't be found anywhere, and the search method would return the value none. This is an important thing to keep in mind. If the search method can't find that regular expression pattern in the string that you pass it, it's going to return none. So if you blindly just save that to the mo variable and then try to call group on that none value, you're going to get an error message because the none value doesn't have a method called group. And remember, since we've put all these possible suffixes into a group, and if we just want to find out which suffix it was that was found in this pattern, then we can just pass 1 to the group method. To recap, groups are created in regular expression strings with parentheses. The first set of parentheses will mark group 1, the second set of parentheses will mark group 2, and so on. So calling group or group 0 returns the full matching string, whereas calling group 1 returns just the first group's matching string, and calling group 2 returns the second group's matching string, and so on. If you need to find actual literal parentheses in the string, then you can use / opening parenthesis and / close parenthesis in the regular expression string. And the pipe character can be used to match one of many possible groups.